Well, this is amazing, and I'm really, really excited to be back here. The conference and the job that Mo has done is just really special, and it's just unbelievable to see how far it's come in a couple years, and to feel all of the energy and the excitement and the euphoria, really, around what's taking place in this industry. And so today, what I'd like to talk a bit about is the future. Where are we going? We're all here. We're all interested. We're all excited. We all really want to know how to participate. And so I'd like to share my insights on exactly what's about to take place. So a little background about myself. My little background on myself here. My name is Reeve Collins, serial entrepreneur. And my first job out of college, I was the 7th employee of a very small startup. And that startup turned out to be the very first ever internet advertising agency. And within 2 years, we went public for $6.6 billion. And so I got to go on this meteoric rise just to the top of that internet bubble and really experience what it's like, really experience this world-changing technology and see it being adopted. It was an extraordinary time, and even after the bubble burst, the lessons that learned have stayed with me for the rest of my life. And so when this new technology came on the scene, blockchain, I dove right in. I could see and feel and understand that there was something really special there. Even though the first time I saw it at the end of 2013, it was kind of hard to grasp and get my hands around exactly what it did. But once it sunk in, I dove in, and just like Avanue was a pioneer in online advertising and the internet, I had another chance to be a pioneer in a great new industry, blockchain. And I was the co-founder and CEO of Tether. Tether put the dollar on the blockchain. And today, what Tether is, it's a foundational part of this ecosystem. There's about $5 billion a day traded in daily volume. There's $1.6 billion in the bank account. And so the guy in that Tether was sold in 2015, and they've done an extraordinary job on really getting more people, more tools to be involved in this community. And after that, I got a really good education and a deep dive into what blockchain is and how to expand. The use case is far beyond cryptocurrencies. And so my latest venture is BlockV. And BlockV, we recently did a crowd sale, raised 72,000 ETH. And BlockV is also a pioneer, but it's a pioneer in blockchain 3.0. And that really is the future. And that's what I'd like to discuss a little bit about today. And so 4 years ago, I actually had the pleasure of giving my very first talk on Bitcoin. And it was right here at the North American Bitcoin Conference in 2014. I just got into the industry, and here's the chart. It was absolutely unbelievable. So that's January 2014. We were right there. Within 2 months, Bitcoin went from $100 to peaking at $1,100. This extraordinary run-up. It'd been around for a few years, and this run-up happened. And when it did, it actually gained a lot more awareness. All of these new rags to riches stories, all of these new crypto millionaires, and things like that really attracted the attention of more and more people. And the reason why this is so important, it's because it enabled more people to get involved. And right after this, though, Mt. Gox happened. And when Mt. Gox happened, we were on the long decline back to $100. However, it's not really a long decline. It was a period of innovation because this spike, this run-up, brought it into people's awareness, and it enabled them, let's go back one, it enabled them to dive into the space, to be excited, and to start innovating. So you'll see that long path right here. And what took place is all these entrepreneurs were inspired, and they dove in, and the innovation that created brought about blockchain 2.0. And so right around the middle, you'll see a spike. And so blockchain 2.0, the best example is Ethereum. And the reason why that's so important, it's because the killer app of Ethereum came out, which is ICOs. And then you'll see it rise, and this meteoric rise in the end. And this is where we're at today, January 2018, the present. 2014, lots of innovation. 2018. And now we've burst on the world stage. Everyone's excited. There's 4,000 people in attendance at this conference. The conference hall downstairs is overwhelmed with people. And look at this room. It's so amazing to see the energy, and this is why it's exciting, and this is why it's important. Because it's not about the rise and fall, it's about the expansion of this ecosystem, the expansion of this industry, the fact that all these people are here. And so what does that really mean? So we're right here. People say, is the bubble going to burst? is the market going to go down? That's not the point. The point is that you're aware of it, you're involved, you're excited. Today, on my way here, I got a coffee beforehand, and the barista asked me, where are you going? I'm like, oh, I have a conference today. He's like, oh, is it the Bitcoin conference? And this is in South Beach. I said, yes. I said, I'm actually a speaker. He's like, oh, do you have any altcoins to recommend to me? I'm like, well, V. And he said, that's cool. Is it traded on Binance? I could not believe the level of questions he asked and the level of knowledge he had about the space. And so I'd like to say that this is one example, not when they say if the shoe shine boys tells you about a stock, it's time to get out. But this is an example of when a barista or people on the street actually know about the technology and are interested in the technology. It's not time to get out of the stock, it's time to get involved in the industry. And so the future, how do we predict the future? You have to take this whole thing and put it in a bit of perspective. So this first little portion here was 2010 to 2014, before that first massive spike in January 2014. Not so massive when you look at where we're at today in January 2018, but still, it was very important because it increased the world's awareness of blockchain technology. People were starting to realize, oh, digital scarcity. That's pretty interesting, and people understood what digital scarcity was, which is a new way to transact. And those things that you can transact are currencies. It can change our global financial systems. Got a big spike, a lot of awareness. And then blockchain 2.0 came about. Massive innovation over 3.5 years. Blockchain 2.0, Ethereum, again, being the best example. All these people dove in, created this new technology. ICOs burst on the scene. A new way to tap investors, community members, people from around the world. A new way to tap their interest, get them excited, and get them involved in your program, in your technology, in your company. It's never possible before. And look what it did. It had this extraordinary meteoric rise to the top. And the difference between this peak and that last peak is that in that first peak, it got a few people's attention. Now we have everyone's attention. We are front and center on the global stage. What we have created, this industry, what you're all here, what you're all learning about, what you're all involved in, what you're all a big part of, really showcases the intention of the world to deliver this new technology that allows us to transact in ways that were never possible before. And we now have a global intention to make it work. So when people are concerned about where's the market going, up or down, it doesn't matter. The market's expanding, it's growing. There's more money, more entrepreneurs, more brilliant people involved. There's so much intention to deliver this world-changing technology to the world. And so what's next? It's blockchain 3.0. We had blockchain 1.0, digital scarcity, tokens. Blockchain 2.0, programmable tokens. Blockchain 3.0 is experiential tokens. So let me talk about that a little bit. Blockchain 3.0, how do we go from millions to billions? We just had this huge spike. We're now on the global stage. We're in front of everyone. Everyone has the awareness. Everyone's aware of this industry. How do we take us from millions of users to billions of users? How do you get this technology to meaningfully interact with the end user? Well, this underlying distributed transactional layer needs to be accessible, scalable, fast, free, engaging. And when you add all those things together, fast, free, cool transactions, but it's not just a transaction, it's a unique digital object that is experiential, you have an amazing experience. You reach that tipping point. You now have an interface for the whole world to interact meaningfully with this new technology, and you get to billions of people. In order to capture their attention, and in order to get people to use it, it has to be those things. It has to be accessible. And so what is that? Blockchain 3.0 includes tokens 3.0. And so I'd like to introduce the VATM. This is the next generation cryptocurrency. It's an entirely new asset class created by BlockV that enables the end user to meaningfully interact with these digital tokens. This is the experiential currency of the future. And why is that? So the word VATM, virtual atom. It's a building block of your digital life. And so we've built upon the innovations of blockchain 1.0 and 2.0 and enabled you to create an experiential token. So the characteristics on the right, that's digital scarcity. That's what you get from a blockchain. And then you add the characteristics on the left, and you get this new experiential world. And in order to have this experiential currency, you then need a platform. And that's the promise that we're here to deliver to the world. The ability to take the best parts of all the technologies that have come before us, the internet, mobile, blockchain, 1.0, 2.0, and now 3.0. It requires the best parts of all of those to deliver this to you, to deliver the new experiential economy of the future. So BlockV brings that future that everyone deserves, where value creation is distributed, participation is rewarded, and virtual goods are created, exchanged for the benefit of all. And so, in addition to this, I want to share one exciting use case of this technology, a way to really transform our industry and transform how all of these ICOs are done and transform how tokens are being distributed to the masses. Because right now, there is no CRM for the crypto community. So we're introducing token holder experience. How do all these new communities create a one-to-one conduit with their network? So there's an exponential increase in the number of tokens. But if you want to distinguish your token, if you want to distribute your token, if you want to educate the community and empower them to be ambassadors, how do you do it? Right now, there's a new phenomenon, airdrops, where they send out tokens to anyone that has a certain amount of tokens in their wallet. Now, that's great for the whales. If you have a large holding, and there's a cool new technology that says if you have X number of Ether, I'm going to give you X number of my token, that's great for the whales. But how do you actually meaningfully interact with those people that might not have a lot of Ether, but are going to be the best brand ambassadors, the best people to go out, spread the word, spread the message, and share with the world what your specific community is there to deliver? This is the experiential economy of the future. So the token holder experience. So now imagine that you're excited about this new technology and you have this whole program where they're interacting with you with these VATMs. So they drop a VATM on your phone and it pops out and it pops out of it, and it's loyalty and rewards and consumer engagement. It enables you to have that one-to-one communication conduit with the founders. It enables you to spread these tokens to your network, to your friends. And so one amazing use case that I'd like to share with you. It enables you to start your experience now. It's just if you text V to 41411, this is a small use case of what the token holder experience would look like in the future, or what it looks like today. You will get a share card. This is a gift from BlockV. This card enables you to earn V for sharing it. It showcases the programmability of these 3.0 tokens, the experience layer of these VATMs. So now you can experience for yourself what it's like to get a token, this digital unit of value that has a rich multimedia experience attached to it. And then when you share that token with your friends, they get the experience, you earn V. If they share it with their friends, you earn V, as well as they do. So it rewards you for the participation that you play in the ecosystem, and it rewards you for actions taken by people in your downline. It's just one small example of how you can apply this new technology. So VATMs, virtual atoms. Right now you don't really know what that means, but throughout 2018 you'll start hearing it more and more. It's similar to the word app in 2007. You didn't really have a frame of reference to understand what an app was until the App Store came out in 2008, and until they had ads all around the world that says, there's an app for that. And an entirely new economy was created around these digital programs on your phone. But we believe, and we're here to deliver, an entirely new experiential economy for the blockchain 3.0 revolution. Thank you very much.